In July of 1852, Frederick Douglass was asked to speak at an Independence Day event in Rochester, New York for the Rochester Ladies Anti-Slavery Society. It was one of his most powerful and moving speeches, and it was become known as What to the Slave is 4th of July. I think his words are just as meaningful and relevant now as they were then. So I'm going to do an excerpt from that speech. My business, if I have any here today, is with the present. The acceptable time with God and his cause is the ever-living now. We have to do with the past only as we can make it useful to the present and to the future. To all inspiring motives, to noble deeds which can be gained from the past, we welcome that. But now is the time, the important time. Your fathers lived, died, and have done their work. Much of it was done well. You live, you die, you will do your work. You have no right to share and enjoy in the child's gain of the labor of your fathers unless you leave something for your children, your blessed labors. You have no right to wear out and waste the hard-earned fame of your fathers to cover your own indolence. See, it was fashionable hundreds of years ago for the children of Jacob to say that and to boast that we have Abraham as our father, when they had long lost Abraham's faith and spirit. That people contented themselves under the shadow of Abraham's great name. But at the same time, they repudiated the very deeds that made his name great. Need I remind you that a similar thing is being done all over this country today? Washington could not die until he broke the chains of his slaves. Yet his monument is built up by the price of human blood. And the traitors and the bodies and souls of those men shout, we have Washington as our father. Alas, that should not be, but yet it is. What have I, or those I represent, to do with your national independence? Such is not the state of the case. I say it with a sad sense of disparity between us. I am not included in this glorious anniversary. Your high independence only reveals the immeasurable distance between us. The blessings in which you this day rejoice are not enjoyed in common. Matter of fact, the rich inheritance of justice, liberty, and prosperity and independence bequeathed to you by your fathers is shared by you and not by me. The sunlight that brought life and healing to you has brought stripes and death to my brothers and me. This 4th of July is not mine. You may rejoice. I must mourn. To drag a man in fetters to the grand illuminated temple of liberty and call upon him to join you in joyous anthems is inhuman, mockery, and sacrilegious irony. Whether we turn to the declarations of the past or to the professions of the present, the conduct of this nation seems equally hideous and revolting. America is false to the present, false to the past, and solemnly binds herself to be false to the future. Standing with God and the crushed and bleeding slave on this occasion, I will, in the name of humanity, which is outraged, in the name of liberty, which is fettered, in the name of the Bible and the Constitution, which are disregarded and trampled upon, I dare call in question and denounce with all emphasis I can command everything that serves to perpetuate slavery, the great sin and shame of America. I will not equivocate. I will not excuse. I will use the severest language I can command, and yet not one word shall escape me that any man whose judgment is not blinded by prejudice or who is not at heart a slaveholder shall not confess to be right and just.